everybody, this is Azor's Girl, and this is my very first time attempting a voice commentary on a PvP match. So we're going to see how it goes today. I'm on my level 90 Death Wizard, who has not really been in PvP in the Second Age, not very much. I've been mostly on balance, and this one has been, she's been pet training, so she's been wearing energy gear, not a regular PvP gear. So I decided to bring her out, throw her into 1 versus 1, start ranking her up, and I think I'm a commander here. So I usually turn off my sound when I'm playing Wizard101. I don't listen to the background music. I've just heard it too much, so I'm adding my own music here. This is Natasha Atlas. She's Egyptian, and she has a very unique sound. I hope you like it. At this point, I have been looking for something to remove this minion. I crafted Deer Knight, which is an excellent spell for death. Unfortunately, I fizzled it because well, I just did. I fizzled it. So, looking for another one. I want to try to remove this minion and get a little damage, hopefully, on the opponent. But Deer Knight's a great spell. If you have a Death Wizard that can craft it, it's definitely worthwhile. I did the whole thing. I did all the gardening. I got all the amber and went and all that that wasn't turquoise, but I mean all those reagents and everything, and crafted it, and it's just been a great spell. Very, very useful. So I finally am going to remove this minion. Now I've seen fire wizards that don't use their fire minion, and it's really a shame because it's a great minion to remove shields. If I see a pyromancer that's not using a minion, well, that's great for me because I can just sit there safely behind my shields without ever worrying about them removing it effectively without wasting their blades. So he has been using a minion. He's been using a lot of treasure towers, and he also keeps some availing hands in his side deck, I've noticed. So I'm second, so I'm going to try to keep him infected, and in the meantime I'm just going to use a little bit of, I like to use some of my pips here. I don't like sitting there with full pips. I'll use something like Virulent Plague to get rid of a white pip. And also, you'll see in my hand I have an Enfeeble item card. So that is for my amulet. I have not been using a Mastery Amulet on Death. I haven't used one in a really long time. In fact, I have a little character chronicle on Duelist 101 where I talk about, it's called Death Becomes Her, and I talk about not using Mastery Amulets and just, sticking to your school. A lot of people don't have crowns for Mastery Amulet, and they want guides and strategies that don't rely on them. So I found that Death is a school it's been really fun to play without a Mastery Amulet. I like this Enfeeble Amulet, which I crafted from Azteca. But you can also, there's also one that drops. It's a no auction amulet that you can, I don't remember right now where it's from, but you can also get one from Diego for tickets. I used to use that one, and it has a smokescreen card that I didn't find very useful, so I went ahead and I crafted this one because it gives a 35% Dragon Blade card. So it's a great amulet, and I love it when they put a bunch of blades on and I can hit my little Enfeeble card for 2 pips and just watch them all pop off. It's a great alternative to a Myth Mastery Amulet that a lot of Death Wizards like to use. So here I am trying to get some infections on him, trying to get some blades on me so that I can work up to an attack. And he's starting to get quite a few blades and pips. So I've decided to enfeeble him right here and see if I can ruin his day just a little bit. And it only removes 2, but hey, that's 2 less that I have to worry about, and 2 more turns that he needs to put them on. And meanwhile, I'm going to try to hunt down some blades, and here he goes with another treasure tower. And I'm going to just see if I can get some good damage on him here pretty soon. Now, again, I keep seeing these towers come out, so I know I'm going to have to use something like Poison or Skull of Dragon, which I keep some enchanted in my sideboard so that I can access them pretty easily. And meanwhile, one more infection, and he has decided to hit me with a Heckhound, which he has a blade on, a bubble, and a few traps, so he's going to do some decent damage on me. But I've decided that he has a tower on. I can't really steal health back, so I'm going to go ahead and attack. I'm going to use a few blades. He only has 1 pip, so while I get some damage on him, there's not a whole lot of healing he can do with 1 pip. So this might be a good time to attack.
Anything else, dear?
And meanwhile, we can see what else I can do after this to maybe improve my health. I have a fairy that I can use. I'm considering the vampire, but he has pulled out so many tower shields from his side deck. Makes me nervous, so I decided I'm going to go ahead and fairy there. Or pixie. And sure enough, he did put on a tower from his side deck. So it turned out to be a good choice. I'm pretty happy about that. Get a little bit of health back. Meanwhile, his pet has been faithfully removing my infections. But I'm not quite ready to pull out Doom yet. And I'm going to try to keep him infected. Keep me protected from another big hit. And another treasure tower. And another sprite. Really thinking here. I might get just get a little more infected. Try to keep his health down. He's down to 1300 health. I have enough pips that I could get some damage on him. If only I could keep him infected. But it's tricky. However, my pet has Maycast Infallible, Maycast Fairy, Spellproof, Damage Dealer, and Pain Giver. So I have 15% damage from my pet, and I have 10% resist. So it's a solid pet. It's the Maycast Infallible is great because it saves a turn every time it casts it. And I'm really looking at that Doom. I'm looking at it, and I've decided to get a little bit more damage on him because he has quite a few pips over there, and I was concerned another Heckhound might really hurt. And his pet, once again, has removed another infection. Now, I like to keep those Dooms in my hand, at least 2 when you're going second or first, because if they change the bubble, at least you can change it again the next round. Is using an Availing Hands from his treasure cards, which is a great heal if you have a Balance Amulet, which he does. I decided to steal a little bit of health back. You can see with my higher death boost that I get some pretty decent health back from vampires. I'm hoping at this point that he's kind of running low on treasure towers and taking some more risks by throwing some vampires out. But I don't want to spend too many pips because it's no fun to hit right into a shield, even with Infallible up. So at this point, I look over there and he has such low health, and yet I only have 3 pips. I can't really finish him off at this point, so I'm going to try to see what I can do to blade up and get this going. But he hits me here with an Ifrit right in the face. And this puts quite a bit of damage on me. Which I'm not too concerned about because it only has 3 pips left. He can't finish me off. However, I have a huge problem here. You can see I just really don't want to give those infections up out of my hand. But I have a problem because I have no way to remove that Ifrit weakness. So I'm going to sit back and hope that one comes up really, really soon here. Meanwhile, I'm trying to decide how dangerous he is over there. He has enough pips that he could get some damage on me. I don't have any shields on me, so things are getting kind of hairy here at this point in the match. Really want to get rid of that weakness so I can finish him off and close out the match. And nothing. I look at that ghoul, I'm thinking about the ghoul, and ultimately I decide against it because I don't want to give it my death blade. I want to find a better solution. And fortunately for me, he reshuffles. Now I assume at this point that he is desperately looking for wildfire to replace my bubble so that he can heal out of this predicament that he's in. And fortunately for me, I have a rain beetle. I have my aura up, so it has a much less chance of fizzling. And I can get rid of my weakness. I can remove that pesky tower shield that he put on, and I can give myself a balance blade. So I am in great shape now. And all I need to do is find an attack, which I'm going to use poison because I don't want it to hit to a tower shield. And I'm feeling pretty good at this point that my troubles are over, and we are going to finish this off right here with a critical poison that he does not block. And that's the end of the match, everybody. It was really fun trying this out. I hope you guys enjoyed my first podcast thingy. And happy dueling, everybody. I'll see you in the arena. And see you on Duelist101, the best website on the internet. Ciao.